Louisville is really looking to be more connected this point moving forward.
And Kentucky's only lost to number 14 Virginia Tech. And underway as the Cardinals win the opening tip. Louisville has beaten Kentucky 5 in a row, so that sticks a little bit in a rivalry game. Carr trying to go downstairs and swooping inside for 2. Liz Dixon, you talked about her getting into the starting rotation.
Well, she started the first 4 games of the season. Jeff Walz wanted to exploit the size advantage that Louisville has and really set the tone early in this game.
Well, here's Walker with a touch. 15 points, about 3.5 assists per game. That one sent right back by Morgan Jones. The FSU transfer at 6'2". And a battle for the board. That's kicked around and taken back outside. A long one by Carr. She's easily Louisville's best three-point shooter.
See, that's why that length for the Cardinal have really paid off with Liz Dixon in the start lineup.
And Cochran at 6'3". Jeff already working the officiating crew. So that'll put Benton at the line, where she makes 77%. She's actually Kentucky's #1 shot taker.
Kyra Elsie calls Robin Benton showtime. So when they need a big bucket, when they need to score.
They get 11 out of Carr. They get 10 points a game out of Jones as well.
Her defense on these two going against each other. Jada Walker, Chrislyn Carr gets by.
Pretty move there, couldn't finish it. But up and in easily by Dixon, who's off to a quick start here. And so is Louisville ahead 6-1. Walker pushing it. Now we'll kick it for Shear, and switches in the triple from the corner. And it came down to these two schools, didn't it?
It did. And this is the first Kentucky-Louisville bragging right game.
Talk about Robin Benton having that nickname from her head coach. Did you do that for your coaches? Did you hang like a showtime or big time on a player or whistle in the lane? There was beauty in that setup advantage. You could get away from your head coach in a hurry. Jones at the line.
What I love about Morgan Jones' game is you're going to see her rebounded on the defensive end, and she can go coast to coast. She has great handles, and she's really working on improving defensively, because I think she's got the potential to have more of that's a good breaking of the press for Kentucky. But she's got to have a defensive presence for Louisville like the greats of Angel McCautry. She could do that.
Benton finishing on the other end for the Wildcats as they pull within 2 here at Rupp Arena. Expecting a good crowd. Cochran on the move and denied. Petty got a hand on it, but it winds up 2 points anyway.
Stop the protection of Louisville in the paint.
Walker trying to get going. The scoop shot, and she's on the line. Talk about points in the paint, early trend. Louisville on top 8-2 there. And you thought that would be the case as we came on the air. So far, Van Lith has been real quiet, but she'll draw the foul. And a double-double against Ohio State. And most outstanding player in the NCAA tournament. The great run by Jeff Walz in Louisville. Again. Way downtown Green, but off target. In transition, Carr, pull-up pop here, and knocks it down.
I think Kyra's are even boots.
Carr will lift a 3. Can't find a range there. Big rebound to keep that one alive as Jones went up high. Cochran battling underneath. Not there. She's down on her back. Numbers here for Kentucky. They want to push the tempo. Jenkins really got it up the court fast.
Louisville started the game with size, right?
Jenkins on the drive. Will kick for the corner, and Benton. It's about 27% beyond the three-point line. So Louisville with a 14-8 advantage. Russell fast in, and she'll go to the line as she draws the foul. Marissa Russell on the attack.
Mimi Jenkins missed the shot, but then she didn't get back in transition. And what does Marissa Russell do?
So she'll go to the bench. Russell played for her native Canada, was an alternate on Team Canada at the Tokyo Olympic Games.
Kentucky doesn't have a lot of time to look to get the shots that they want.
Walker, great pass into the lane and the finish. Last 2.5 minutes of the opening quarter, and knocked in by Williams. Josie Williams just getting in the game a couple of minutes ago and making an impact. Russell with the dish downstairs, but that won't fall. Another battle and a foul with Loretta at the line, the 6'3 junior. You can always watch it live on the ESPN app. Gina Oriema's down, 4 guards? Van Lith steps into a long one. So far, she's been a non-factor.
Well, that's the thing. If you do not allow Van Lith to get comfortable, and Kyra Elsie was going to mix up who defended her so that she could not really predict what the defense was going to do.
Yeah, Russell had a long one. It was in the cylinder and spun out. Carr, what a quick move. Got it to go.
Jeff Walsh talked about, and he talked to his team about where to be. You got to take care of each other.
Jenkins has to let it fly and hit it right at the horn there. A three-pointer winding down. That was out of desperation, but a big shot. Here's Carr way downtown in the final seconds of the first, and that's how it'll end.
Don't ever give up.
Right. Man, does that resonate. So on to the second, 21-14 the Ville. Even though Van Lith, who comes in averaging 20 points a game, has been pretty quiet in the early going. They've done a good job on her pull-up pop. And that'll spin in. Nice touch. The scoring mentality indeed. She can really fill it. Trying to get inside and bank it in. They have beaten Kentucky 5 consecutive times. Russell leaves the defense behind. Jones will let that one fly and knock it down. Morgan Jones. Way downtown, and that'll clang away by Shear. One and done that time for the Wildcats. Jones going around the back. Trying to break away from Walker. Van Lith, no. Jones, a rebound, right back up and in.
That's your 3-guard getting on the glass for the Louisville Cardinals. Morgan Jones right there, track that on drives. They're getting the ball to the post. It's those second chance opportunities, getting on the offensive glass.
Benton takes some contact, couldn't get that one to drop. And so one shot now for the Wildcats. Seen a lot of that here in the first half at Rupp Arena. Backdoor cut, great catch there by Jones, who's really shown up in a big way.
Or from Morgan Jones, and a terrific pass by Hailey Van Lith.
She had a strong all-around.
And Mikasa Robinson really talked about what a phenomenal athlete and player that Morgan Jones was. So she's always pumping her up about how good she can be.
A great job on the other end initially by Van Lith to stop Cambridge. But down here, 29-18 at home, expecting about 7,000 or 8,000 in the house today. The corner jumper, that's going to be drilled. Beautiful shot by Russell.
It's on the backside. That was Marissa Russell coming in and shoving in the back, trying to get rebounding position.
Shears zips for the corner and Benton. A lot of iron, but it rolls in. Sweet touch there.
Yes, Kyra Elsie wanted to get downhill and get in the paint, but you got to get the ball to your shooters.
Getting it downstairs, and one for Dixon. So Dixon to the stripe. Good foul shooter, 88%. Transfer from Georgia Tech. Benton can't get inside. Cambridge gives it up. Green shot off the rim. Right back up and in. Cambridge stayed right with it. Kennedy Cambridge, a freshman, getting some minutes here, and Kentucky forces the turnover.
Now she's the little sister of Jordan Cambridge that plays at Vanderbilt.
5'8". Benton again, without question, and a highly competitive one. And Brandon Miller and number 8 Alabama. What a story they've been, hosting Penny Hardaway's Memphis Tigers at Coleman Coliseum. Alabama off to an incredible start, including beating North Carolina in 4 overtimes for one of those wins. And they beat Houston. Here's Carr. Got a good look. Couldn't bury it.
I got a little bit of fear of heights, and when I seen her come down, I'm like, are you crazy? And I think she told me that she had skydived before, so.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I've seen her on motorcycles, rappelling from the ceiling. Nifty move by Shear for 2.
I talked to Mikasa Robinson. I said, when's the last time you haven't been ranked? She said, my whole career, I have not. I've always been in the top 25.
Dixon the big at 6'5" from Memphis, Tennessee. So you're right. I mean, getting that winning feeling, going back to Sweet 16s every year, Final Fours often, you get used to that.
That's the thing that the coaching staff even talked to. They're not used to being in this position.
Russell on the drive. Trying to clean that one up, but that won't fall. Leveretta could not get it to go. And Louisville will take over it. And Lith to the paint. Little off balance there. Kind of forced it. Harris up and in. Nice job to clean it.
You can take that shot if you've got a rebounder inside. As a coach, I can live with that one.
Foul right there at midcourt.
That's something Kara Els has got to talk about, is those second chance opportunities that Louisville has been afforded.
Van Lith over the shoulder, draws the whistle. The 5'7" junior.
She has had a blue jersey hanging on her on every shot. Not avoid it. You have to welcome it, but then you've got to pick your poison and look at what you can take advantage of.
Benton, short jumper. Cochran with the rebound. Less than half a minute to go in the second quarter.
See, now we've got Hailey running the point now for Louisville.
Bit of a different role for her recently. Looking to take that last shot. Gets it away for Cochran. Cochran going strong inside for 2. Wait, that was determination. And that's how the first half ends, on a serious uptick for the Cardinals. Louisville at 6-4. Kentucky's only lost the one game. But Wall's trying to pick off a rival today at famous Rupp Arena, and we are underway here in the second half.
Kentucky in a trapping zone right to start the half.
Van Lith putting on the brakes. Here's Dixon. Back to the top scorer. Can't drain that. She has been chilly shooting the ball. Hailey Van Lith, the star for the Cardinals, only 6 points in the first half. So Kentucky trying to get rolling right out of the gate in the second half at home. Stepping into that one, Benton, and knocks it down. Cochran going in strong and draws the foul. Cochran, the top rebounder for Louisville. Both of her parents were celebrated athletes. Her mom, Tara, an all-SEC guard at Auburn.
So if there's athletic DNA to be had, Olivia Cochran's got it.
Were you a big believer in that when you recruited kids?
Well, sure. You look at what the potential could be just from being an offspring of some great athletes.
She tears away a rebound. Van Lith will feed Carr. Great fake to get open. Can't knock it down. Jones with another rebound. Great pass in the lane. Maybe a little crown or something on the side occasionally.
On the court and off the court stories, absolutely.
Right.
But Pat had her famous jalapeno corn.
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, yeah.
I never had that anywhere else or since.
That was one of her specialties.
Shear off the window will draw the foul. Truly did. Made you feel 10 feet tall. Coming up next over at ABC at 3 Eastern. Of course, you can always watch it live on the ESPN app.
What better way to pass the time about watching basketball?
Petty in the paint, trying to dish it downstairs. Green, heavy traffic there, will draw the foul.
She's the only kid from Kentucky that is on Louisville's basketball team. But she is a player that leaves it on the floor. I didn't know she was going to actually be able to go today. But, look, there was going to be, you're going to have to probably put an armed guard around her not to have her playing in this game.
And on the roster right now for the Cardinals, and about to get into the top 10. Dixon couldn't finish it. Out of Memphis, Tennessee. 6'5" grad sinks the first. Louisville trying to keep their streak alive against Kentucky, trying to make it 6 consecutive wins against the Cats. Don't you love the reaction of a great defender when they do something like that, force of 5 seconds? She hits the deck here. Carr trying to get it in, had a little difficulty there. Jones jumping up high for it.
You see how athletic Jones is? I mean, like we talked about a rebound and bring it, but how she can leap in the air, go snatch the ball.
Van Lith, another shot she can't hit. Hits it back in the paint. Hailey Van Lith on the baseline, and no basket, but a foul. Came in averaging 20 points a game.
How you want to call home and talk to your parents and complain.
Crowd pretty quiet most of the day. Louisville, by the way, 0 for 6 field goal shooting in this quarter, but they're 8 for 8 at the line. Finally, they knocked that one down.
And then gives it up to an open shooter.
Petty, yes, for 2. Wildcats, one of the few occasions here in the second half, moving it quickly. 52-32. Van Lith with a jumper. And yes, nice touch. Nice soft rim.
Well, because the players come to Louisville to be coached hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to be great. They've looked at the success of the program. That's why they chose Louisville.
Pretty good look there by Walker, but it was in and out. Petty pounding the deck, and yes, up and in. That's a strong move.
She's great, active, and allows them to play inside out.
She was against Minnesota, 16-12 for her in that game. And poked away by Cambridge. Cambridge working against the big. Great feed there and laid in by Jenkins.
She was out and would see homeless, and she would give them a meal that she had or shoes. She started the shoes drive to donate shoes to homeless people.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the third. And off her fingertips and out. Jenkins looking to penetrate. Tough angle, but it went down. So this is an 8-0 run for Kentucky.
Well, the defensive stops or the miscues by Louisville.
So it's Robinson at the line. Now the crowd starting to come to life a little bit for one of the few times today, sensing they have a chance to get back in it here at Rupp Arena. And the best foul shooter for Louisville can't hit.
You can't ever say, it doesn't even matter what the scoring difference is. That game's not over till it's over.
And the junior can't hit. And Cochran second. Got that one. We'll see if Walker can get going offensively. She's 15 points a game. Jenkins with the drive. No. Comes out high to Van Lith. And Robinson will set it up now for Jeff Walls.
Good transition defense by Kentucky. They want to stop the ball, slow it down, give time at least to have opportunity to defend in the half court.
Van Lith with the pass, and there's Jones on target. But those two are fun.
Athlete is the best way to describe Morgan Jones.
6'2" grad, her home, Jonesboro, Georgia. Here's Walker. Got it. Still very much alive in this thing, the way the last 6 or 7 minutes have gone.
Van Lith working on setting up her teammates, and what better target to have than the long length and athleticism of Morgan Jones to kiss it off the glass. Instead of being disciplined defensively, just work on getting stops, because you're allowing Kentucky or Louisville to...
The majority of their scoring in this quarter at the foul line. She makes the pair.
That's your shooter.
Benton gets it, fires away. Can't drain that, but a foul here. He is perfect on the season, not to jinx anybody, but 4 for 4. And naturally, happens every time.
Well, Kentucky needs to make the free throw so they can get their pressure set.
Jones kicks for Robinson. So Louisville found the open shooter, but can't hit the shot. Talk about an open shooter and drained by Shear. Maddie Shear has not been very good from three-point line, just 6 for 21 coming into the game, but perfect on that one.
And that was smart, because they can now go 2 for 1. They could have the last possession of this quarter.
Van Lith. No. Just hasn't been her day. And how about this? They have an opportunity to be within 10.
Nia Russell doesn't understand this time and score. Lucky to get to go to the free throw line.
Wearing blue right now.
Well, and Asia Petty's on the bench for Kentucky.
And Russell, a transfer from South Carolina. Missed them both. Louisville has led virtually all day. Here's Carr. Carr took a look at the clock, got to get a shot in the air, and hits it. Right before the horn. That was pretty smooth. And they had an opportunity to cut it, to 10 or less with one of those possessions in the final seconds of the third.
Well, the first time today, Kentucky's held Louisville under 20 points in a quarter.
Shear to drive it. Banks that in for 2. Virginia Tech ranked number 14.
Virginia Tech has a really good basketball team. Their defense is tops in the country.
Their men and women both very good. Cochran a little following the paint and got it to go.
She started the first 4 games of the season, and then with the adjustment of the style of play teams they were playing, she was coming off the bench and playing solely the 5.
Van Lith will draw the foul and go to the line for a 3-point play. There was no way they were going to stop her on this possession.
Van Lith has had to work extra hard, extra effort, overtime to get scoring opportunities, and she has continued to drive, get to her strong left hand, and that time able to finish through contact.
Now Leveretta with the foul. Nice to settle for 2. They chase it down in the corner, but
Mikasa Robinson just continues to stay with the play defensively. She is so smart on the defensive end.
There's a real art to that, too. Blocking a shot without committing a foul. Nice play there. Down to 10 here. Rolling inside and flipping up the basket, Harris. And a timeout, Kentucky.
Louisville has been really good at defending off the bounce. It's a great switch. Hailey Van Lith up top.
Russell down, kind of clutching at her neck. Marissa Russell.
Second push off after the elbow and then the extension of her arm.
This will be 2 shots for Hailey Van Lith on the other end. Nine on the shot clock here for the Cardinals. On the tough drive, up and in by Harris.
It's a really strong move by the freshman there.
So now getting out of hand, 71-51. That's up and in for 2.
The quantity of scoring he normally gets from Hailey Van Lith, but the balance, some really good minutes in the post.
Cochran with a left hand, can't finish it. Benton steps back for a long one. Got it. 3-pointer.
And if you remember the SEC tournament against Tennessee, Benton hit some big threes to advance to the finals.
Van Lith to the line, 85%. With 4.5 minutes to go.
Just where the point's going to come from for Kentucky.
Petty in foul trouble, gets that one to drop, and she'll be at the line. Dixon with the personal. Coming up at 3 o'clock on ESPN. Shear lets fly. A nice feathery touch there on a 2-pointer. Kentucky within 13.
Yeah, Maddie Shear and Robin Benton, only 2 players in double figures.
And shooting 2, sinks the first one. Came in averaging only about 6 points a game.
But a score as well, and that has been different since she has started her college career, not the role she played at Oregon.
Petty battling her way inside, got another one. Back to 13.
When you look at the free throws, Louisville has made 17 more free throws than Kentucky.
Walker breaking away, finds Benton. Yes. Pokes from behind, and Shear will get hit for the personal.
She has really had to put in work in this fourth quarter.
And now playing with 4 fouls, and Van Lith makes number 1. Gain this advantage at the foul line.
That has been key.
Back for Shear. Shear underneath, no. And draws the foul.
It's 13 points right now. She makes these 2 free throws. Get the press set. His team in bringing the ball down the floor. You got to keep possession. You don't have to be in a hurry.
They had done everything they wanted to do to get the ball back. Here's Van Lith wide open. Rebound is up and in.
And in this situation, she's got to command and control the ball.
Walker rounding out with a triple. And inside the last minute,
Kentucky's got a foul.
She is the best foul shooter.
Today in this game, Louisville has looked more like the team that was ranked higher early in the season. They've been more connected. They've shared the basketball. Defensively, they've been locked in together.
Petty in the lane. Up and in, and draws the foul.
The first rotation is there. Then you've got to trust that the helper is going to be there for you and not foul.
On the miss, she gets it back, but gives it right away. Right back to Robinson.
And Carr is playing, I feel like, the toughest position on the floor. The team. And you've got to learn those tough lessons now so that you are still playing in late March and even in April.
Which they fully intend to be. Benton again, and swishes into 3. And you're talking about a rivalry game. As you said, it's always elevated. So Van Lith, a chance to get right back to that average of 20 points a game.
Yeah, her shot, she can't get her shot because she attracts so much attention to the defense. What does she do? Get to the free throw line.
And do it in a rivalry game. Twice as special for Coach Walls and the Cardinals. And they will foul no more. And so Louisville will have a very satisfying win here today over Kentucky.
Well, Louisville did a terrific job. They established in the paint early. Then as the game went on, Van Lith got going. But they stayed connected for the majority of the 40 minutes. That's a good showing for the Cardinals.